Once upon a time, there was a girl named Lila. She loved to read books more than anything else in the world. While other children played outside, Lila sat under the big oak tree in her garden with a book in her hands. She believed that books were like doors, and every page was a step into a new world. One rainy afternoon, Lila went to the library. It was quiet, and the air smelled of old paper. As she searched the shelves, she noticed a book that seemed different. Its cover was bright blue with golden stars that sparkled as if they were alive. The title read, "The Book of Endless Adventures." Curious, Lila opened it. To her surprise, the words glowed softly, and the pictures inside seemed to move. She began to read. Suddenly, the pages gave off a flash of light. Before she could blink, Lila felt herself being pulled forward. The library disappeared, and she landed on soft green grass. When she looked around, she gasped. She was inside the book. The sky above was painted in shades of purple and silver. Floating islands hung in the air, and rivers sparkled like diamonds. Birds with rainbow feathers flew overhead, singing sweet songs. Lila's heart raced with excitement. As she walked, she met a talking rabbit wearing a little hat. "Welcome, traveler," the rabbit said kindly. "You are in the land of adventures. Few humans ever come here. But since you are here, you must complete 3 magical tasks before you can return home." Lila was nervous, but also curious. "What are the tasks?" she asked. The rabbit smiled. "First, you must bring back the golden feather from the firebird's nest. Second, you must solve the riddle of the singing river. And third, you must light the lantern in the cave of dreams." With courage in her heart, Lila agreed. Her first journey took her to the tallest mountain, where the firebird lived. The mountain glowed with fire, but Lila climbed bravely. At the top, she found the nest. The firebird was huge, with wings of flame. Instead of being afraid, Lila bowed politely. "Great firebird," she said, "may I take 1 feather to finish my task?" The firebird looked at her kindly. "Because you asked with respect, you may take 1." It dropped a shining golden feather, and Lila carefully placed it in her bag. For the second task, Lila went to the singing river. Its waters made music as they flowed. A voice rose from the river and asked, "What is something that becomes greater the more you give it away?" Lila thought hard. Then she smiled and answered, "Love." The river sparkled brightly, and the voice replied, "You are wise, child. You may cross." A bridge of silver light appeared, and she crossed safely. Finally, Lila reached the Cave of Dreams. Inside it was dark and quiet. A lantern stood in the middle, but it had no flame. On the wall was written, "Only the light of kindness can awaken the lantern." Lila closed her eyes and thought of all the times she had helped her friends, her parents, and even strangers. She whispered, "May kindness always shine." At once, the lantern burst into golden light, filling the cave with warmth and beauty. The rabbit appeared again, clapping happily. "You have done it. Now you may go home." Before Lila could thank him, the lantern's light grew brighter and brighter until everything turned white. When she opened her eyes, she was back in the library, holding the blue book in her hands. The golden stars on its cover were still glowing softly. Lila smiled to herself. She knew she had really gone inside the book, even though no one else would believe her. From that day on, she treasured the Book of Endless Adventures, keeping it by her bedside. And whenever she opened it, she felt the gentle promise of new adventures waiting for her again.